Hey everybody, it's Melissa and I'm talking about free fragrances that I've received from brands that I don't like. And the thing is, I have videos on all of these scents. So the receipts are already there, but I'm just doing this list video for the heck of it. And I think that a lot of people have this idea that, oh, if there's something gifted, then you have to be cordial about it. You can't be totally transparent or you're going to get blacklisted if you say you don't like something, right? I have not ever been blacklisted from any of the brands that I've mentioned or any brands in general for giving an honest opinion. But again, that's just my experience. I can't speak for everybody else's experience, but being honest about my fragrance reviews is the easiest part of all of this. I will never understand the struggle of trying to maintain that balance. I'll get into that later in this video. But the first fragrance I'm going to mention is Libre Absolute Platine, I think. I can't remember the exact name of it, but it's just my least favorite Libre. I mean, shout out to YSL for sending me their fragrances, but I would still recommend the EDT and the EDP over this one right here. Now, does that mean I would never recommend this? No, because I know that fragrances are subjective. So some people are going to rock with it. And for all of you that want a touch of green in a sweet fragrance, a sweet feminine fragrance, this is going to be your cup of tea right here. So that's just how I feel about this one. The other Libres I like better. The next fragrance I'm going to mention is a gift from MFK. This one's called Omres Femme. And Omres Femme had a lot of buzz before I smelled it. And I wish that I didn't hear any of the buzz before then. But sometimes you can't prevent those things, especially if I'm constantly being tagged in like where people want my opinions, right? So to me, this smells like you're at a garden party eating finger food, like eating sandwiches on a spring day. You know what I mean? Kind of like if you guys have seen The Princess Diaries 2, you know when she's with like Nicholas and they're at like that garden and there's like that fountain and they like kiss for the first time. You guys you know that scene? That's kind of what this smells like. Is that a bad thing? No, I know when people hear garden party, they're like, ugh, you know, but I don't really rock with it as much. I think that Springtime in a Park is better, but I really think the reason for my opinion being very stern on this fragrance is just because people were saying apparently it was the best perfume and it just had such big shoes to fill. And to my nose, it did not do that. So opinion could have been different if I never heard anything about it, but still, like, it's okay. If I smelled this on somebody in passing, I wouldn't bat an eye. I'd be like, yeah, she smells nice. But I just don't really like it as much. There's nothing about this fragrance that I'm drawn to, if that makes any sense. All right, the next fragrance was a gift from Parfums De Marley. My fingerprints are all over it, but you guys just have to just embrace, like, look at it, all right? This one's Godolphin. Now, I have an affiliate link with Parfums De Marley. Does that mean that everything that they send me, I'm going to push on you guys and say, oh yeah, you should get this fragrance. This is a leathery scent that you guys are really, really going to love if I'm not rocking with it? No. So even, I just need y'all to know that regardless of any discount codes or affiliate links, you guys buy what you feel comfortable buying and how you feel comfortable buying it. You do not need to use any of my codes. You do not need to use any of my links. But if you want to support the channel, you can. And free gifts are not going to sway me to tell y'all that this is amazing and you should get it with my links. That's sellout behavior, okay? I will always tell you what I rock with and what I don't, okay? So Godolphin is just, it's leathery, it's intimate, but it's bottom of the totem pole when you kind of compare it to other Parfums De Marley's. It's down there with Galloway. I know a lot of y'all like Galloway, but to me, I just don't like that fragrance. So again, shout out to Parfums De Marley for sending some stuff over to me. But that's, yeah, there's really no reason for me to lie. For what? Like a short-term bag? Like that's just, I don't know. That's so, what's the word? Short-term gratification. You know what I mean? Like you're risking your transparency and your trust that you've built with your audience for what? A certain amount of money. That's just like, to me, that sounds stupid. That's stupid. All right. So the next fragrance is Sweetie Oud by Raj Parfums. And this one I got a lot of slack for, but it's all good. All right. So Sweetie Oud and a lot of Rajas are kind of held as a status symbol brand when it comes to a lot of frag heads, right? So Raja is associated with class, with luxury, with just being expensive and like almost rich, right? So a lot of people want to collect their fragrances, not just because they actually like the scents, but they want the bottles and they want to have just, they want to showcase the bottles, right? Now, Sweetie Oud is going to be a niche head's wet dream. I will tell you that right now. This fragrance, it is oud dominant, and it has the uniqueness to it, but your average person will not give a flying shit about this fragrance when they smell it. If they do kind of smell it, yeah, sure, some people might like it, but most people are going to be like, ugh, what? You know, I found it to be more oud than pastry-like. It could have been my skin chemistry, right? But it also smelled like that in the air. So that's how it came across to me. Not my cup of tea, but again, for all of you that love niche fragrances, you're probably going to enjoy this one. And Raj, on top of that, I have to give a shout out to Apex. I don't know where my bottle of that fragrance is, but that one was probably one of the worst Rajas that I smelled. That, you know, I think people were saying that I was being very unprofessional about saying it. They were telling me that if I have nothing good to say, don't say anything at all. Like, just talk about the good stuff. But I think that's very contradicting, because if my channel was only me talking about things that I liked, that would come across very sketch to some people. On top of that, if there were any affiliate links or codes and it was only things that I liked and I was just saying that just obviously looks terrible, right? So I like being open about both sides to this game, about the things that I love and also the things that I don't like. And again, it's really not that hard to do that. So even though a lot of you love this fragrance, I still can't get with it. But again, shout out to Raja for still being open to hearing my opinion about it. I always appreciate brands that are you know, they're not too, what's it called? Like, if they hear something bad, they get upset. And if you guys want, I can make a video on that, because there have been times where a brand gave me a fragrance and I was honest, and they were like, oh, you know, we don't like that. You should take that down and remake that video, or just talk about this scent instead and say something nice so it, you know, it sounds better on our behalf. And I left those videos up and I straight up told them, I'll get into it actually in another video. But yeah, I'm not going to be doing that sort of stuff. All right, the next fragrance is Ice Juniper by Precious Liquid. Now, I do have a discount code with Precious Liquid, and I get how that makes people feel sketch, right? How they're like, hey, you talk about salt and pepper a lot. There's a code. How much are you getting paid? Blah, 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 blah. If you guys want to use the code, you can. If you don't want to use it, don't. But just because it's there does not mean I'm going to tell you guys, similarly to the Parfums De Marley stuff, right? That, oh, you guys should get it. You should absolutely get it. It's amazing. Why? I don't like it. To me, this smells like a hot, sweaty bush on a summer day. Like, you know, like that bush that's just taken a beating from the sun. That's what it smells like. I don't like that smell. Even if I smell it like this, which of course isn't an accurate way to smell a fragrance, but like, this was an immediate wash off my wrist scent for me. Couldn't get with it. I really couldn't. There was a mossiness to it that was just, you know, like, compared to Blue Agave and Aqua Oud and Salt and Pepper and Turquoise Water, this was not hitting at all. So again, shout out to Precious Liquid for, you know, being able to like rip up their fragrances if I don't like it. But yeah, this is just not it. This was not it for me. I felt kind of similar about Sangria Oak. I mean, I don't mind Sangria Oak, but that one is a niche heads fragrance. Like, if you watch fragrance reviews and you're very much in the niche game, then I know, even though I don't like Sangria Oak, y'all are probably going to love that. You're going to love that one. You're going to like Tobacco Royale or Royal Tobacco, something like that. Yeah, those scents going to be your cup of tea. But for me, not really rocking with it. So out of these 5 fragrances, if you guys have tried them, let me know your thoughts on these scents, whether you like them or not. And if you guys want more videos like this, because I think I used to make this a pretty regular series, but I kind of slowed down with it, but I can absolutely run up some more. But you guys can check out my old videos if you want to that way. But anyways, I will have any discount links, discount codes in the comment section below for any of you that do want to try these. But again, you don't have to use it, and just complete transparency here. I do get a slight bit of commission if you do make purchases with those links or those codes. So please buy however you feel the most comfortable. Whether it's opening up a new tab and not using that link and just searching it up, do it that way. But as I always say, grab a sample. See if you like it like that first. And then if you do, then if you want to use any codes or if you want to support the channel, you could do that. All right, totally up to you. You're the driver. You're in control. I hope you all have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye.